Holy frickin' crap, everybody. It's me, no crutches needed, Monster Mack, here with another Mack cast. And guess who's on the side of me? Is it training number one? That's a damn good guess, everybody, because it is training number one.
Holy crap, Mac. Did you say no crutches needed?
Absolutely. I'm back on my feet. I'm walking around. I do a cartwheel here and there. One cartwheel a day will keep the bone aches away.
All right, man. I'm glad to hear it. I see the crutches still laying around. I just assumed that you would try to show off when I was around and not using your crutches.
Well, the Percocets definitely help. I can't deny that, but they are prescribed. I don't mess with that. Someone tried selling me oxycodone the other day. It's like, I don't think so, brother. You know, they said they had some points of coladas, too. A colada point.
I think that's what it's
Yeah, I'm like, how the hell's the guy got coffee in his pocket? You know what I'm saying? Like a point? Like, what the hell's going on? If I want to get my coffee, I go to the real place, Starbucks.
Mac, I have no idea what the hell you are talking about, man.
We're talking about the Mack cast, and guess who's here today? In the Mack mansion. He made it down, even though he was banned from the Mack cast. We officially banned him, but we had a ratings fall a little bit. We dropped.
We don't talk about that.
We took a little absence, so we need to get the ratings up. We need to skyrack them up. So
That's not a word. It's not a word.
Skyrack is a word, all right? So we put the band, we lifted the band. He's here. Can you believe it, Trainee?
It's not a band. It's not like an elastic. It's a band with a no D. We banned him, but it's a band.
Yeah.
So you don't lift the band. You lift the band.
Yeah, we're lifting the band, exactly. He's here now. Do the intro, Trainee, because you're way better at it than me.
I'm not even. Ladies and gentlemen, here in the Mack Mansion tonight, we have all these stupid nicknames that you have. It's 21 and over,
Yep.
which literally took me a day to get. I was like, why does anybody give a shit that he's older than 21? I don't understand. And the new blood of New England.
Yep.
I don't know.
The bad.
Oh, the bad brother.
Yep.
The bad brother. How many more are there?
The alternative.
Oh, the alternative. What are you the alternative to? Everything else?
I guess the band.
Yeah, you are currently
The other band.
Yeah.
And I'm also all good.
And all good, Anthony. That's probably my favorite one because it's like the AG and the AG. You know what I mean?
It's alliteration.
Alliteration.
I'm all about alliteration.
Wouldn't alliteration be all A's?
All good Anthony Greene. AG squared. It's alliterative.
Question mark? There's a question mark at the end of that. Anthony Greene, if you couldn't figure it out, that's who's in the Mack Mansion today. And before we start off, I'd like to just point out that we're watching an Anthony Greene request, Wrestle McAwesome Fest.
We sure are. By the MMATNO. All-Star Wrestling.
Yeah. Monster Mack and Monster Mack training number one's Worldwide All-Star Championship Professional Wrestling Federation Extreme Entertainment Extravaganza.
Correct.
Yeah, that one.
Now, if you are listening, Monster Mack,
Why are you yelling?
World Champion, Monster Mack's Wrestle McAwesome Fest is unofficially copywritten, so don't steal that shit, you bastards.
Yeah, well, what Wrestle McAwesome Fest was, at the time we were doing shows and there were these like terrible matches that they would call dark matches before the show starts, and it's we would film the whole show and we'd end up with all these awful matches, and we used to do commentary on them on the Monster Mack show, and after that we were just like, well, why don't we slap all these terrible matches on a DVD, do funny commentary, and put it out, and that was in like 2003. And now everybody says that we stole the idea from $5 Wrestling.
I'm still waiting for my copy, though.
But AJ Vito watched Wrestling McAwesome Fest back in the day before going to a Beyond show.
2010.
2010, before going to a Beyond show. And he bugs me about it every single time I see him, about how he wants a copy, just for free. I think he just thinks he deserves one.
I do feel a bit, what's the word I'm looking here?
Nostalgic?
No, not nostalgic. I feel entitled.
Entitled to a
Scatman
copy.
Kevin's. Is that Anthony Stone in the crowd?
That is, and Kevin Stride is about to make his debut to Wrestle McAwesome Fest. It's his first match.
I have a question. Does he know that scat is another word for feces? Yes.
He's the poop man? I always thought Scat was like the,
Oh, no,
from the male.
That's Skeet.
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 Oh, I see. But anyways, just to go back with the $5 wrestling thing, you're saying a lot of people thought we stole the idea from $5 wrestling. It's absolutely not true, people. We stole it from Bloody Mania, all right? Stranglemania.
We totally stole the idea from Stranglemania, which was from like way back in the day. And I'm sure Anthony Greene has also seen Stranglemania.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
The 1995 IWA Japan Deathmatch Tournament.
Right.
Yes.
With the commentary.
Correct, by ICP.
The clown commentary.
Yes.
That's where we stole the idea from, folks. So get it straight. And Monster Mack didn't steal his name from that ROH guy. He stole it from Sir Mix-a-Lot. That's been Things We Didn't Steal by Training Number 1. Let's continue the podcast.
Now, before we start off, we tried having you down before. You said, Well, first of all, you're like, yeah, I'd love to come down. And then, oh, yeah, like, hey, we should do the podcast sometime.
Yeah.
And then some outer people that you talk to in the biz.
A little bird in my ear.
Yeah, was like, no,
Told me
dude,
not
don't
to
do
do
that
it.
shit.
Mm-mm.
So you're like, no, dude, I can't do that shit. So we're like, banned. And then
Like a year later.
we fell off a little bit, but you're back. All right. But anyways, before I really wanted you here down on the Mackcast because I think you're a perfect example of young guys trying to get in the biz.
Yeah.
Because when you started, you were a young boy. What, 14, 13?
13, yeah.
Getting in the wrestling biz. You worked your way into a referee spot.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do Mac News.
I got no Mac News. The Mac News is I'm walking around. I'm off the crutches.
He's doing cartwheels.
I'm doing cartwheels one a day. Don't push it.
You're doing cartwheel.
One single cartwheel. I push for two, but the second one's like a fat man cartwheel. I don't make it over all the way.
That's all the Mac News we got? Nothing else?
You got something else? No. All right, we're going to kick it right into... We need to get the people in, you know what I mean?
Get it in.
Bring them in. He promised, we're going to have views here.
Yes.
I want some damn views, AG.
Well, more like listens.
Listener.
Yeah.
They view something. I don't know. But anyways, perfect example of someone trying to get in the business. Before you started off as a referee, was that your first official job?
In 2006, I was 13, and in December, I did a battle royal for Strictly Ruthless Wrestling.
That was your first thing.
That was my first thing I've ever.
Let's
I ever
slap
did
this
on a show.
14-year-old kid in a battle royal.
Yeah, and like the names that were in this battle royal, if you don't mind me going through some of the lists.
Feel free to list off some people.
All right. So I don't know if we should start from the bottom, but
Okay.
Angel the Icon,
Right.
a young JT Dunn at the time, JT Dynamite.
Okay.
The highlight, JT Dynamite.
The highlight.
Matt Magnum,
Ooh.
Vinny Marcellia at the time, Vinny Nero,
Top notch.
Huey McGraw.
Big dog.
Oh yeah. Who else we got in there? Some Alex Creed,
Whoa.
everyone's favorite.
Yep. From Atlantic Pro Wrestling,
Yeah.
right?
Jericho with a G, damn it.
Not the J.
No, not the J with the G.
Jericho, if you will.
Like who else? Jason Frost was in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
battle
Jay
royal.
Frost.
Among many other of your favorite South Coast early ACW stars.
Now, I'm sure they slapped you in the mask, so that way they didn't get any trouble with booking these young boys in
Yes.
battle royals.
Oh, Creeper. Creep was also
The
in that
Creep.
battle royal.
Now, who were you in this battle royal?
I
the
was-
Master Man?
Fernando the Dirty Sanchez.
Nice.
But I couldn't do it in that order, so I was the Dirty Fernando Sanchez.
I see. Was that your idea?
It was my idea.
And how terrified were you in this battle royal?
I wasn't very scared because I was too dumb to know like I was going to be
Yeah.
slapped around, which like honestly compared to like what it could have been, like
It could have been worse.
a couple of chops really wasn't like a big deal. I did block one of Huey's, so
yeah.
he back chopped me.
I would have just pulled up my mask a bit and like, dude, I'm 13. Take it easy. But
My mom was there. She was really proud of me.
all right. So
Is that real? Was your mom really there?
My mom, my dad was there. My friend Justin was there at the time.
So you sold some tickets,
brother. I sold like 5.
dude.
I earned my 2 minutes in that battle royal.
That ain't bad. No, you were just in there. What was the name? Oh, yeah, sorry, you already said. I'm sorry. I was too busy trying to text.
I remember the rules of the match were the final 2 wrestled in the main event for the world's heavyweight title of SRW.
And who were the final 2? Do you remember?
Jericho and a kid named Chris McNulty, who after like 2 months, it was like his only match he ever had, and then he went into the Army and he moved to Texas. Good for him.
So your game plan here, you do this battle royal. You obviously want to be in the business.
Mm-hmm.
They give you a referee spot right away.
Honestly, I just did ring crew.
I was gonna ask
After
about that.
that.
I'm guessing that's how it all started.
All I did
Was helping out with ring crew.
All I did was ring, really, and then I turned 14 and I did a battle royal. It was my birthday. It was actually, this is the day that I met you guys. Also, random fact, I answered a MySpace question about my favorite Monster Mack moment.
Yeah.
And I won.
T-shirt
I won a
giveaway?
free T-shirt, which I got 3 years later.
Yeah. Would you forget to pay shipping and handling?
I did.
What
I
happened
did
there?
forget. I did forget to pay shipping and handling on the shirt that I won.
Yeah.
The shirt was free. We didn't say that shipping and handling was free. We never specified. So you know, it's you got it when you seen us, kid.
But after that, I started doing ring crew for NECW in Quincy, and that's really how I started meeting other people in wrestling. And I met Anthony Stone.
Yeah.
So I was able to do a seminar with Mike Quackenbush. I sat in on the seminar.
He was the hookup.
Yes.
Anthony Stone.
It was just something. It was something out of that. What SRW was, because SRW was never anything big, and they never really used anyone super notable. The biggest name they used.
How was the workers? Just a few good guys here and there, and a lot of.
At the time, the guys they used were probably considered the worst in
Yeah.
the area, or not
Yeah.
the worst, but guys that just weren't totally respected. I always thought Chris Pyro was super athletic and a talented guy. They were using him in 2006 when Chris Pyro was on the tail end of Yankee, and then went to ACW. But the biggest guys they
You
used.
say ACW with such disgust on your face.
Did I?
You did.
I'm
I
sorry.
just want to throw that out there.
The biggest names they used were really they used Ashworth a couple of times. They used Fuller, and they used Baker.
So that was pretty much the extent of the names that they were bringing in.
Those 3 names, I was Baker's on the show.
Yeah,
Oh
you're
my
probably blown
goodness,
away.
that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I hear that. I always wanted a match with Baker. It actually happened in Showcase Pro Wrestling. Pretty cool.
I too wrestled Baker last year before he retired. I wrestled him at the Whaling City Festival, but it started raining during our match.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
small packaged him. Boom.
So I don't want to skip over it. There was a time where we were going to get booked. Was it for PW?
Anthony Greene would have no inside knowledge of any of this information of us
No idea what
getting
you're
booked
referring
somewhere
to.
because at the time Anthony Greene was not ever a booker in professional wrestling
I booked
as a young child
Yes, it's true.
or as an older teen.
Yes, but when I turned 20,
Right.
this past July, I ran my first show.
And that was for Brockton, right?
It was Stoughton.
Stoughton.
And it was a top rope show. But I was in charge of it and had a lot of fun running my first ever wrestling show.
Yeah, wink, wink, nod, nod.
Wink, wink, nudge.
Right,
nudge.
right. And so, Monster Mack, he would have no idea about us not getting booked in that battle royal.
But I do know
We showed
that
up.
I did get a shirt that day.
Right.
That was we went there to the wrestling show to give you your free T-shirt.
Yes, correct.
And then to leave. I see.
You did go to Sonic.
It was pretty sweet. We were don't worry about it, dude. We went to Sonic. It's cool. So, random question. I was at a Top Rope promotion show, and this young kid, probably 16, he did ring announcing for the show. He was running his own show. Young ass kid running his own show in a high school.
He's 12. He's 12.
12,
He's
even
12.
even younger.
Yeah.
He did ring announcing once for the night. I'm getting somewhere, training. Don't
Yep.
worry.
Mhm.
You are on this flyer. Did that show actually take place?
Yeah, in
How
June.
was it?
June 27th. 22nd, I want to say the show was, or 23rd. It was in Natick, Massachusetts.
You had a few names down for that show.
He had Boogeyman in the main event. He wrestled Danny Miles. I teamed with Shark Boy.
Shark Boy.
And I wrestled YouTube sensation Jimmy Preston. Pow! And the ladies' man, Gregory Edwards. Zach Gowen wrestled Brandon Webb.
How did the show go down being ran by a 12-year-old?
Honestly,
No, he seemed like a smart kid, don't get me wrong.
one of the more professionally run shows, not the most professional, but compared to some shows that I've been on, extremely professional.
If you ever seen a 12-year-old in a suit, pretty funny. Just saying.
He did have this really funny smiley face tie on, which I couldn't stop laughing
Nice.
at.
You enjoy the tie?
I did enjoy the tie.
All I wanted to say was that, Mac, you're terrible at guessing ages. Like, you can't. A 12 and 16. There's quite a gap there, dude.
One has facial hair. There's a gap right here too, though.
Yeah. How'd that happen?
I was born with it, and I never wanted braces.
No braces. I feel you, dude.
Honestly,
Me either.
I'll tell you what the deal is. I feel like it gives me character,
Right.
kind of like the crack in the Liberty Bell.
Right.
So it's like,
Or the rust on the Braga Bridge.
yeah,
It makes it look like rustic. You're a little worn out, but
I'm still good.
you're still hanging in there.
All good.
All good. See how we brought that all the way back around?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
If you don't mind me asking, what's
Yes,
this
yes.
match going on right here?
This is Rob Roberts, who was Extreme Satan.
He looks like a greaser.
Little Monster Mac fact, Rob Roberts came out of retirement recently, and he's back. So all you Robert fans, look out.
And Matsumak speaks about that happily because he was injured and not involved in the match. Hilarity ensues, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's kick it. Go back into the. Are you just mesmerized by the rest of it? You just want to do commentary over this instead?
No.
Buy Wrestling Awesome Fest, folks, and you can line our commentary up for bonus AG Veto commentary. That one slipped out. That wasn't even on purpose.
It's okay. I actually didn't even notice it.
Word, that's fine.
Until you said it.
So, you're refereeing.
Mm-hmm.
You're learning all the time. You're constantly getting fucked with because you're 12 and 13 years old.
Yeah.
Now, so what are some of the... You don't have to drop any names, but some of the meaner things that people did to you when you were younger and trying to break in as like a referee and literally being the smartest little kid I knew that would call me and talk to me for like an hour and a half about indie wrestling.
And you'd never want to hang up.
And I would just be like, why? To the point where Masamak was avoiding your phone calls. We would be in a room. There'd be like 5 of us in a room, and then like one person would be like, AG's calling me. Nope. Hit the button. And then the next person, bing, next person, dink, dink. And then when finally somebody answers it, we all just talk shit to you. As we pass the phone around, like nobody answered.
If you called me these days, dude, I would definitely pick up and want to hang out with you. Back then, not so much.
My Monster
I was just
Mac-
like, dude, I have no idea what you're talking about.
My Monster Mac number doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, did you need to do one? Yeah, I gotta give you my number too. We Facebooked. You were outside for like what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, I did the funny. I sent a bunch of bright pictures. Said, "I'm here."
Yeah, I
was
noticed.
hoping you'd get the reference.
Oh, I understood the reference. I just didn't check the Facebook until
for
like
a little bit.
10 minutes
okay.
after that.
If you would have brought a lantern, it would have been really funny if you had a lantern with you.
So some of the meaner things. That
Yeah.
happened to me.
Maybe stuff that you look back at now and you can laugh at, but at the time you took like really offensive.
One in particular, this was 2011. Someone urinated into my gear bag.
Directly into the bag?
Into the bag. Over the pants.
Over the pants.
Over the pants.
And then did you see it happen?
No, I was in the ring. I was refereeing a Robbie E match, actually. Let me pick up that name I just dropped.
Yeah. Robbie Ellis?
Robbie E, like...
Rob Ellis? You know, referee a Rob Ellis match?
Yeah, him versus Juicy Justin Carino.
Okay, and so then somebody tinkled in your bag.
Someone tinkled in my bag.
Did you no-sell the rib, or did you overreact?
Oh, I freaked out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, looking back
Really
on it,
sad.
no-sell the rib?
Like, now if it happened again,
Yeah.
I don't think it would happen again, personally.
Be in your bag
Re-
right now.
Respect.
Respect my authority.
So, would you say that had been the worst rib, right?
That's probably the
Because-
worst thing that's ever happened, yeah.
Yeah, I would have to imagine because, my friend Chad back in the day pissed in a bottle and then put it in somebody's bag. But You know what I mean? As long as no one.
He still fucking talks about it too to this day. It's been like
I do this
15
great
years.
That's how I remember it, because he reminds me all the time. But what about some lesser ribs? We got anything a little less than that? You ever have to punch somebody in the mouth?
I'm such like a I'm such a non-confrontational person.
Yeah, so you're like, oh, dude, you pissed in my bag. It's cool.
Thanks.
See you next time.
I'm taking my ball and going home. I'll shake your hand though.
Yeah, that's shit happens though.
Other than that, I don't think anything was ever like really bad. Someone, I won't name any names.
All right, don't name names, but before you move on to this next one, did you have suspicions on who pissed in your bag?
I know exactly who did it.
You knew who did it?
Yes.
All right.
We're not naming any names.
So when I'm just gonna start naming people. So when
Was it this guy?
when Triplicious pissed in your bag, was it Trips?
That son of a gun.
Was it when Davy Cash? I'm just not naming people. When
Devin Blaze
Devin Blaze.
pissed in my bag. When Joseph von Schmidt.
Joe. Oh yeah, Von Schmidt. When
Actually, you want to know
Julian Starr.
the one person that like defended me right away
Yeah.
and actually didn't believe that someone peed in my bag. He opened my bag and stuck his head in there to smell it. Was Bo Douglas.
Bo Douglas. Nobody pissed it. Holy shit, that's piss.
Yeah, he was the one person that did it for me. I really appreciated that. Another rib wasn't very funny. It was actually at the same promotion a year later, maybe. Someone stole my loafer, my dress shoe. Not that I needed it at the time.
Yeah.
Stole it and like put it like high, like on like like on like a rafter kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So I couldn't get it. Whatever. I get the shoe. The rib wasn't that they stole my shoe. Someone stuck a muffin in it. Like
you got hit with the muffin shoes.
the old muffin shoe.
You ever got hit with the old muffin shoe before?
So,
We used to rip up trash bags and put them in people's jacket pockets and stuff. I still do it to him every once in a while.
Want to hear an awful game I used to play in high
You
school?
have to blame it on Tough Daddy, though. And yes, I would like to hear an awful game you used to play in school.
In high school, we used to do two things. We used to sack people's bags.
Is that slapping the nuts?
No. We would, when someone went to the bathroom,
Yeah.
we would take their backpack, dump everything out, turn it inside out, put everything back in it, and then, like, close it.
Yeah.
So, like, you couldn't carry it normally. And then we used to play a game called AIDS. Where we would have napkins,
Right.
and you had to secretly put the napkins into their bag,
Okay.
and that's how you gave them AIDS. And they had to give AIDS to somebody else, or you had to keep the AIDS. Things I did 2 years ago in high school.
2 years ago in
No,
high
it was
school.
3. It was 3 years.
That's one messed up game, dude. People die of AIDS.
I'm sorry.
You've turned this podcast real serious, AG, so let's we're gonna take it down a serious road.
Okay.
No, I'm just joking. So after you got AIDS,
You had to give the AIDS to somebody else.
yeah, they give them to somebody else.
I gave them to many people.
I guess if South Park can do an episode where they just yell about AIDS the whole time,
And so can
yeah, so can
18-year-old kids in
High school,
Catholic high
right?
school.
Catholic high school. Now it's this podcast is taking a strange turn, Anthony. I blame you.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He said we were going to get ratings, not lose them, dude. Now the AIDS demographic's not going to be listening anymore.
No, and that's a pretty large proportion of your listeners.
All right, guys, let's get back to the chase here.
Who's in the Patriot mask flipping out right now?
That's Stars and Stripes.
Oh.
It's Monster Mac's arch nemesis from
By the way,
Monster Mac show.
monstermac.net, everyone.
Yeah,
Head on over to monstermac.net.
and .com.
And .com? You own both now?
Yeah, and the MonsterMacShow.com
Good for you guys.
and the MacCast.com.
That's like $40 right there.
I don't recall. I use Hover and I use the code word Rogan and I get 10% off.
Oh, okay.
So it's not bad. I got an extra $4 off. 36.
Good for you guys.
Yeah, definitely. Screw you, dude. So what do? You just have the you have the Facebook like page,
I have the Facebook like page. I have the Twitter's gram.
the Twittergram.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
That's Twitter and Instagram.
Okay. Do you want to maybe like plug those?
Oh, I would love to.
If you know what I mean, dude. Feel free to.
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at allgoodag. That is at allgoodag.
Tremendous.
That's all one word too. No,
Yes.
no
No dashes,
no
no
underscores,
no
none
spaces,
of that.
none of that. All good.
AG.
Twitter, Instagram. What about Facebook? Just All Good Anthony Greene.
All Good Anthony Greene. You can just add me on Facebook, Anthony
And
Greene.
when people like your Facebook page, what do they gain?
My occasional picture post, because I very rarely use my fan page.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want the occasional picture post of Anthony Greene,
head on over
to Facebook.com/allgood. Anthony Greene. All right, man. So you're refereeing and stuff. You're just constantly getting fucked with.
Mm-hmm.
You're a smart kid, and you study a lot of wrestling.
I sure do.
When did you decide, like, hey, I'm going to start doing this old grapple business?
I started, like, seriously, like, training, like, how to, like, take bumps and stuff in, like, October 2011. If you guys remember, Jose Perez started booking for Full Spectrum Wrestling in Taunton.
Yeah.
And they opened up a school with it. So I used to show up on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and TJ Richter, like, ran the class there.
Yeah.
He came down, Triplicious was there. JT Dunn came down and ran a class or two. Mostly TJ, though. And like I learned all the bumps.
I just realized that we've actually wrestled you before. I didn't even remember it.
Yes, at Showcase Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, you brought up JT Dunn. He was your tag team partner.
September 2012.
It's insanity that you remember when that happened.
I wrestled at PLW that day.
You did the old double shot.
Oh yeah.
Now I want to say, dude, I've seen you wrestle recently, and compared to 2 years ago, it's leaps and bounds.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
No, you don't. Shut up.
I do. But yeah, so I started like training with TJ, and I give him a lot of credit on like really getting me to like come out of my shell and bump and stuff, because I could take a body slam, a hip toss, a suplex, take normal like back bumps, but like I was always afraid to go over the top rope. I was always afraid to do a hard way, and like he got me out of my comfort zone and really got me ready to later in like mid 2012, like June 2012 is when I began training at the lockup with Spike, Nick Steele, and Ryan Waters.
And now you actually made it in time for Spike?
Yes.
Is that that face you're making? It's not. You're giving me the eyes. You're giving me the eyes.
Yes, I did train with Spike.
Now, if you can't tell, folks, he's shaking his head. I'm not going to say which way, but the head is definitely being shook. So you trained with Spike.
Correct.
We'll just say for the rest of the podcast, you trained at Spike Dudley's wrestling school.
I trained at Spike's school, yes.
So, who did you work a lot with at the school?
Kevin Perry, really.
As I say, who was in that class?
Kevin Perry was there.
No, even before. Hold on. Did you do any shows before you were getting serious, like training at Top Rope, with just you were bumping around?
I wrestled one match before that.
And where was it? With who? How was it? Tell me all about that first match experience.
It was the day after when ACW returned for that one show in Fairhaven.
Yeah, we're Raven.
Yes, I actually reffed Raven versus Scott Levesque that night. I kissed Diana.
No, yeah.
I kissed her on the lips.
He sounds.
Why are you going to be so creepy about it?
I was really just remembering the moment that I kissed her.
I might have to fight you in Scott Levesque's honor. I'm just saying.
No. She slapped me.
All right,
It evens out.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So the next day, Wrestling Star Wars, which is now Atlantic Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
They ran their yearly Haverhill Kids Fest.
Kids Fest to miss that place.
Yeah, I showed up to referee or be in a battle royal, because I was capable of that at least.
So you brought some gear with you.
Oh yeah, singlet.
Yeah.
A blue singlet with like cargo shorts and blue kick pegs with my black and blue ZigTech sneakers. I ended up wrestling Julian Starr.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I remember that show.
Yeah. Yes.
Were we there?
I'm pretty sure you guys wrestled the Minutemen.
Yeah, it's every time we wrestled it.
So yeah, you guys took the Hood spot.
They
always wrestled at Kids Fest. So yeah, I wrestled Julian Starr in a match I probably shouldn't have been in, but I won.
And you won too?
I beat him with a Stone Cold Stunner.
Now,
shades of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
You're making my head hurt, dude.
Sorry.
What's the gimmick name? What'd you go by?
I was Josiah Matthews.
Josiah.
Josiah Matthews was my name.
The hell kind of name is that?
very biblical, you know.
Was that you? Were you like, I got it, Josiah?
I came up with it. Josiah Matthews, 100% my idea.
So you have that match, and is that your first, like, you're already in the business, like, trying to get in the business. Was that your first actual singles wrestling match?
Yeah.
So then were you like, wow, I think I really want to get in this?
No, I said I'm never going to wrestle again.
Really?
I was like, I had, at the time, what I thought was a great match, and what everyone was telling me was a good match. I was like, I had a good match. I never have to wrestle again. I'm a really good referee.
Okay.
Basically. And then in June, I did a seminar at the lockup with Mike Mondo.
Yep.
Bob Evans brought him in.
And were you just doing it for a referee?
As a ref. And Bob, like, called 2 people out. He called me out, and he called another man out that I won't name names.
For what?
That we should train more, and that we should be at the lockup every week, and we should be training. Me and that person were both there, and then he just started slowly not showing up anymore, and I stuck with it. So.
Does that person still wrestle?
Yeah.
What's that person's name?
I don't want to say it.
What? You know?
Yeah, can't.
You can't.
I don't want to throw anyone under the bus.
No, is this person not doing well? Is that why you're talking that jive?
I think he's happy where he is.
You're throwing your hands up. I don't even know who you're talking about, so I can't clarify with you.
I think he's very happy wrestling where he wrestles.
You say it with such disdain in your voice.
I don't.
It's there. I can see
this
it.
Is just my listen. Chris Pyro hated me for the longest time because he's had a shit-eating grin. This is just my smile. I'm always happy.
Yeah, everything's all good. I get it.
All good.
We're back to the all good. I get it.
I'm the bad brother, but I'm all good.
It's the gap in the teeth that makes it the shit-eating grin.
Yes. But yeah, he just stopped coming.
Yeah. Who was he again?
The guy that was called out with me.
Okay, yeah. Continue.
By Bob Evans.
All right.
So yeah, then I started training. In that class, it was me, Kevin Perry, Matt Magnum was still coming pretty often, but him and Vinny were both coming, but they were both like already on shows. They'd probably been at the school 2 years, 3 years by now. They had this kid named AJ.
Yeah.
This kid like was humongous. Like his wrestling name was Abel James.
Okay.
Gassed to the gills.
Just huge dude.
Then there were the Kudo brothers.
Bald guy, right?
Bald.
Yeah. I remember him.
Did you ever have to wrestle him?
No, in training I believe so.
Yeah.
I might have grappled with him a little bit, but never a match or anything.
And then they had the Kudo brothers, Andrew and Joe Kudo.
Okay.
They're from next to Fairhaven,
New Bedford,
past Mattapoisett.
I don't know.
The next one over. Yeah, they're from like a farm town.
Yeah.
Can't think of the name of it. Oh well.
Farmington.
They're from Farmtown, USA. They looked like they were in really good shape. At the time, I was just pudgy Anthony Greene.
Yeah.
The one that everyone loves and knows so well. I think that was really everybody. Then like Monster Mack, you were there from time to time. Who else showed up? Eric Dillon, Keanu, Buck Nasty.
Yeah.
Taven showed up a lot. Mike Bennett and Maria. Actually, they're like kind of the reason why I started wrestling. Like that I wanted to be a wrestler.
Because you were there to check out Maria?
Yes.
That's the real reason, isn't it? Don't even lie to me, AG.
I asked them specifically. I was like, so how do you feel about me like wrestling? Like, do you think it's possible to do both? Like, can I wrestle and ref?
Yeah.
They said, why not? They asked me if I loved it, and I said, of course. Then they said, there's no reason why you can't do both. So for an entire year, I wrestled and refereed.
Now, were you just Were you a wrestler? You were a wrestler?
I was the original Revolution.
I remember the Revolution.
The Revolution.
Now, you were open when you were wrestling that you were also the ref, right? You weren't like under a mask.
I did both, yeah. Just as Anthony Greene.
I remember you gave me a little wristband that said Revolution on it.
And the other side had
I still have it in my car somewhere. That day you gave me, I put it in my glove box, and it just stayed there forever.
I really appreciate it.
It was nice. I liked it a lot.
Where did you get the idea to get those bracelets?
JT Dunn.
Oh, yeah. Was that really?
It really was, yeah.
All right. Just throwing it out there. Wonder where you guys all got your idea from. So you're the original Revolution.
The whole Reffin' show.
The whole Reffin' show. That was
The Refugee.
Was that really one?
That was one of them.
You should be the Ref AG.
It's a little late now.
Yeah. So you're grappling, you're reffing.
Doing it all.
What are you doing when you're wrestling? Who are you working with? Where are you working?
PLW, NCW I was wrestling for. I began wrestling for CTWE, and I got a really lucky spot. I wrestled Jay Busta, and I was managed by the beautiful WWE diva Brie Bella.
Yeah, I remember seeing those photos. It was like that stint when they weren't signed, right?
Yeah, it was. They were only not signed for a year, and they did 2 indie shows. They did a Northeast Wrestling show for Mike Lombardi, and then they did Joey Bricko's CTWE for Seasons Beatings.
And you got turned on by one of
Brie turned on me and slapped me.
Is this pre-boob job?
Nikki had the boob job.
Okay.
Brie, Brian, Nikki Knockers is how I remember them. Brie Brian, because she dates Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
And Nikki
It
Knockers.
would be Brie Danielson.
No, Brie Brian for Brian Danielson. Brie Brian. Nikki Knockers.
Cena.
You're making it much harder than it is training. But yeah, I was wrestling for them. I started wrestling for Todd Sopel, Liberty States Wrestling. I wrestled at like 2 top rope matches under a mask as Mr. E.
I was just going to ask, because I noticed that you listed all these places. This is all while you were training in the top rope.
Correct.
How long did it actually take for you to get that first top rope match?
Under a mask?
Yeah. Technically, that's your first top rope show, though.
It was at the PAL. And
every top rope show you've done has been under a mask.
Yeah, well, that's true.
It was a PAL show in April. So if I started training in June, what's that? It's like 10 months. It took me 10 months to get a match at.
All right, so far I've been impressed with your made-up names here. What have we got for the top rope superstar under the mask?
The first show, I Invisibill.
Invisibill. It gets better.
That name happened because Ryan Waters, in front of like Mikey and Maria, a guy was there, and like all the other students, made me wrestle the Invisible Wrestler. And I made him look great. I took a body slam.
You put him over?
I took a body slam from the Invisible Wrestler.
All right.
And then the next show, I wrestled Freight Train 1-on-1, and I was Mr. E. Yeah.
Who's coming up with these names?
Same mask?
Same exact mask.
So, Mr. Invisible.
Invisibill. Invisibill. Like
wasn't
Bill.
marketable enough, so they had to cut it down.
Yeah. I came up with Invisibill, and I believe Gregory Edwards came up with Mr. E.
Visible.
Bill, like the name Bill, not Bull, like Bull Montana, who's a legend.
So, you're doing both the deal. You're wrestling. You're getting booked, right? You're not. You're busy every weekend, just about.
Yeah, wrestling or reffing.
Reffing, right? Now, what are some of the more notable things you did?
As a ref?
That was a wrestler at that time. Like things that you really remember, like maybe people that helped you out or you learned some stuff from.
Okay. I got to wrestle at Beyond. I wrestled and refed a Beyond taping. Like
right. Yeah, we kind of talked about. We poked at that earlier. You came here before you went and refed a Beyond show. That was at the PAL.
It was at the PAL.
And we enjoyed some French wine. And
feeling pretty good before I
we
headed
got
up to the old
a French wine buzz going and watched some Wrestle Awesome Fest and laughed and
Devin Blaze was here.
Sure. That sounds about right.
Tommy Trainwreck.
Probably. Did they also go to Beyond?
No,
this is pretty there Beyond.
This is like
way before. I do.
I got them booked for I got them and the Hoods booked for their ever first Beyond match.
How did you do that?
I asked Drew Cordero if I could, if they could come up, and that was really it. That's all it took.
Just say, hey, can these guys come on up? And
that was it. And they were there, and they were like, yeah, I'll let them do their match. And I'm like, cool. And that's how they got booked, basically.
But now that they're just Beyond mainstays.
Yeah.
They actually did. Speaking of Beyond, we're going to get a little off topic here.
It's fine.
Let's note that. We'll go back to when you're a ref and a wrestler.
And wrestler, 2012.
Okay.
Year.
You just did Beyond this weekend for the tournament for tomorrow, 316.
Uh-huh.
Did you do the secret show or the live show?
I did the secret show.
Now, you were on standby?
We were on standby. Myself and Cam Zagami were on standby, as well as Mikey Webb and Donovan Dijak. They're New England Pro Wrestling Academy. If all teams showed up, we were going to wrestle in like a New England Pro Wrestling Academy showcase match.
Right.
We were going to work that tag match there. One of the Tabernacle Day team, one of the members got hurt.
Okay.
The night before at C4. So myself and Cam were put in their place, and we actually opened the weekend. We were the first thing any Beyond fan saw the TFT weekend.
Yeah.
We wrestled Shinron and Kitsune, the Ninjas with Altitude, NWA.
I like it. So, how'd it go?
I thought it went really well. We got a lot of good feedback.
Say, how's the feedback been? Positive?
John Silver, made a point to come up to me and Cam and, tell us how well he thought we did. And, gave us some critiques on what we could have done better to be more of a team. Cheeseburger. I love Cheeseburger.
That guy,
came up to me. Yeah, the man, not the food.
Right, yeah. I love cheeseburgers too, man. I ain't talking about it on the podcast, though.
A man, a few words, but Congo. Congo came up to me in his Samoan, Polynesian scariness and gave me some critiques. Eric Corvus as well. And a lot of good feedback. Donovan Dijak and Mikey Webb also gave me feedback.
So you've been actually working a lot of random folks lately, right? Doing you wrestled Piper's Kid?
I did not wrestle Piper's Kid.
Oh, okay.
I picked up Piper's Kid from the airport, though.
Oh, okay. So when he was talking about how you had a photo with him, and he was dropping knowledge on you or whatever.
Yeah, he was helping me out, man. Helping me win the Kowalski Cup this year.
And how'd that turn out for you?
I didn't win the Kowalski Cup. Nick Steele kicked my ass.
Right.
First round.
But was this your first year in the Kowalski Cup?
Second year. Last year I wrestled Mikey Webb in the first round.
Did you lose in the first round to get to?
I sure did.
But at least,
The old college try.
Right. And that's all you can ask for, right, AG?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So did you check out any of the other Beyond shows from the weekend?
No.
AG, come on, man.
It's a long story, but
how is there a story to this?
I can't talk about it. I had to go.
You had to go.
But I am being brought back. They're bringing. If you ever heard of Dojo Wars?
Yeah.
They do them at the CZW school.
Yeah.
Drew Cordero, Denver, Colorado, the man, not the place.
The omelet.
Will be running Dojo Wars New England.
Yeah.
So a lot of New England guys.
Where's that going to be held?
The Chop Shop.
Oh, okay.
I believe it's 681 Broadway, Providence, Rhode
Yeah,
Island.
that's the Chop Shop. I know where it is.
I don't.
You're telling the
the
people,
listeners, yeah.
We don't do that. We're not plugging that stuff on here. No more plugs for you, AG.
I'm sorry.
You got your Twitter and your Facebook.
I'm going to unplug it right now.
Don't do that.
I said no more plugs.
So, back to... So, let's hear the story about why you had to leave. No.
Girlfriend problems.
Oh, all right. Well, that's totally... Nobody wants to hear that bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
So
everything's going well now. I'll be picking her up in a little bit after this amazing podcast.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad things are going good for you now in your personal life, AJ. That's great, buddy. So back to the story of me not giving a damn about you. No, so you being a referee and a wrestler, when did you make the decision to just say no more reffing?
It was June, and it was actually Scotty Slade who pulled me aside and was like, "What do you really want to do?" Kind of.
Yeah.
So the last time I refereed was June 21st. For Top Rope, my last match I ever refereed was Brutal Bob Evans versus Colin Delaney. And I made the switch over to wrestler.
And did you just stop taking ref bookings altogether?
I made sure I didn't take any already after. I had it planned a month or two in advance. Yeah. I'm done this date. It's Top Rope. Makes sense.
Now, you officially decide that you want to wrestle. You mentioned a little bit earlier that you were a fat, chubby kid.
Mm-hmm.
When did the body come?
The body, Mac?
Yeah, we whipped himself into a nice... No, not we. He whipped himself into a nice, chiseled young man.
I think he hit puberty and got taller.
I was actually always tall.
Were you?
I was. I was always 6 feet.
Get out of here.
I swear. I was 5'11" at least, and now I'm 6'1".
When? Back then? Fat little...
When I was fat reffing, I was at least When by the time I was like 17, I was at least 5'11".
That's wild. When were you like 5'4"?
When I was like 9? No, probably when I was like 13, 14.
What I'm pretty much trying to ask is, you want to wrestle, you want to whip yourself into better shape.
Yep.
Was there a difference in your diet? Did you hit the gym harder? What happened here? Or did you just grow up into your body?
I didn't hit the gym harder. I just finally started hitting the
just
gym.
Decided to go to the gym.
Yeah, I didn't have
I see. Less cheeseburgers?
Well, I love saying cheeseburger, but yes, I ate less cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
What it really was, it was at a Liberty State show. I wrestled Scotty Slade, actually, and I think we can all agree here, one of the nicest guys in wrestling is Mike Bennett.
Yeah, he's always been super nice.
He's always like helped me out, always gives me good critiques and stuff. And that night, like, he kind of pulled me aside, and for him to say something, that's how like you really need to like take it seriously. He's like, AG, like, I think like you're capable of doing this, but you really need to like start taking care of yourself and start like looking the part. So like that was June 1st. On June 3rd, I got a
signed up to the gym.
Yep, Workout World. I took my mom down.
Workout World. You
Workout
like that
World,
place?
Randolph. It's the closest. It's like a minute from my house,
There you
so
go.
it's like the perfect gym.
Yeah, a little jog.
A little drive. And it's right next to a McDonald's. How rude. How messed up is that? But yeah.
How often do you leave and then grab a McNug, a quick McNug?
I only did that once.
Only the once?
It was actually with El Saguaro.
Okay.
I'm dropping a lot of names. Let me just...
Yeah, pick them all back up, dude. Back to the store.
So yeah, it was really Mike Bennett. He was like, yeah, you really need to like... If you're going to take it seriously, like, if you're going to do it, take it seriously.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a job, but make it a hobby you treat like a job.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to quote him. I'm not sure if that's how he said it.
But that's how you took it.
Yeah, something along those lines. So I started going to the gym, and I just started eating better. I started eating less because I was like probably like 198. I was weighing like 198, but
Yeah.
it wasn't a good 198.
Right.
So I started eating like less, and I just wanted to slim down. And when I got to like 172, it's when I started like really trying to build muscle,
Lifting weights, and
lifting
all that
more
jive.
weight. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was always lifting or trying to lift. I wasn't able to lift heavy at all.
Right.
I'm still not even able to lift that
Yeah.
heavy. But that's probably when I started like looking the part and tanning.
Tanning's a big...
Tan plus fat equals muscle, my friends.
tan plus fat equals muscle.
Arn Anderson quote right there.
Do you have any other good Arn Anderson quotes you want to throw at us?
That was a beautiful bulldog by John Cena on the Orange.
That's Dave Andrade.
Does he still wrestle?
No, he only wrestled as...
How old is he?
He's probably 14 or 15.
And his opponent also looks 14. Do they set it up so like the little kids wrestle each other?
Everybody-
Oh, that's a sweet indie spot. I'm stealing it. Todd Sopel, I'm coming for you. I know this interview's so time sensitive. That was a really good drop kick.
Dude, he wasn't bad. Back in the day.
He was the best guy in this match.
Good for him.
Played him off as some random fan.
So,
random.
another Arn Anderson quote. I remember him one time being like, "Be an athlete. Don't do steroids." No, not to me. It was like a WCW promo, like a commercial. Don't do steroids.
All right, so you started hitting the gym. You whipped yourself into better shape.
Yep.
You decided that you officially want to wrestle.
Uh-huh.
You're still going to the top rope training.
Mm-hmm.
You had your first 2 matches in a mask for top rope, but you were still wrestling elsewhere as AG Vito.
Yeah.
As AG Greene.
Yeah, Anthony Greene.
good.
AG Saint.
So, when does your top rope booking start to pick up?
June. Like, right when I started going to the gym, he decided, like...
Once you got the body.
Once I started,
You
like...
got to look a little more.
Not even looking, more that I was trying.
Yeah.
June, they put me on fair shows right away. Like, I did Buckton Fair. I wrestled Guy Alexander, my first official top rope match. And then I wrestled a tag match. Me and Cam Zagami, the Cam-Man connection. We wrestled Mike Pava and Lumberjake. I did the Whaling City Festival all 3 days.
Nice.
And then my first PAL show was September. It was me and Jason Blade versus Tony Delfonso
Okay.
and the Ladies Man.
Gregory Edwards?
Yes.
Just the ladies, man.
Just the Ladies Man.
And he scrapped the GE stuff, right?
I think he still does GE occasionally.
Right.
By the way, his new Twitter handle is the Ladies Mang, Mange.
The ladies mang? I like it.
Mang.
I like it. Creeping up on me. Yeah, I'll take a drink, dude. To do awkward taunts behind me. No, actually, I have. Is that my water?
Can I have it?
No, you can't have. Give me back my water. What are you doing?
It's unopened.
Yeah, it's still mine. I don't like. I stole it from Casey's house.
Casey, like
Yeah, downstairs. Yeah. Downstairs in the mansion.
What?
Yeah, there was just a big dive out of the ring. Swanton
Did
over
anyone
the top
catch
of the
him?
outside. There's somebody laying on the floor out there.
What?
Yeah, he
is there a
did.
mat?
No, there's no mat. It's just a floor. He does it off the top rope too later in the match to the floor, or in a different match. Same kid though.
Shades of the Rock with those punches off the ropes.
Stop. Are we doing commentary over this? Is that what we're doing?
That was like really good head scissors.
Yeah, this kid. He
He just got right up and no-sold it. Does it again.
2 head scissors. What do we think's gonna happen on this third one?
He's gonna probably spike himself or get really hurt, or get
Caught. Reverse DDT.
Shades of Christian. So anyway,
So you start working
top rope.
top rope on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
You're not. Where else are you working at that time? Just top rope.
Oh, still doing NCW.
Still doing all those other shows, yeah.
The PL Dubs, Liberty States Wrestling.
No, it seems over the last like 6 months or so, you've really been pushing harder.
I've been trying to expand a lot.
And you've done some. You worked for the House of Hardcore show.
I did, yeah. Last month.
Now, what happened there?
How did I get booked?
I'm not asking you to drop any names since we already know you're not going to drop any names.
I'll tell the story if you want to hear it.
Sure, man.
So
tell me the story of the whole deal, because here's what I'm thinking. You did a seminar early that day. And you got booked out of the seminar.
It was the seminar, but the seminar was in August.
Okay.
August 10th, myself, Donovan Dijak, Cam Zagami, and Mikey Webb took a nice trip out to Poughkeepsie, New York, to the beautiful Mid-Hudson Civic Center, where the original Piper's Pit debuted, and that's where the seminar was held.
I fell asleep while you were saying that.
Oh, sorry. It was a half and half seminar. It was like, excuse me. It was a half like untrained wrestler seminar, like guys that want to get into the House of Hardcore school.
Yeah.
They were in one ring, and guys that are looking for future bookings were in
another ring.
Another ring.
Yeah.
It was like $100 for like a full day. Like it was a whole day lunch. It sounded awesome.
Yeah.
So we went up, and
Is this a seminar I seen you and you bitched about for the whole night?
Oh no,
NCW?
no! I will talk if you want to hear about the North Carolina trip. I will
we'll
go
talk
into
about that
as
too.
well.
But back to the dream.
No, this one I was really happy with. And I ended up wrestling a guy named Joe Caldo. He's actually one of Tommy Dreamer's students.
Okay.
It's a Tommy Dreamer seminar, mind you. It's House of Hardcore. Tommy Dreamer helped run it. Like he was the main guy, along with the 2 head trainers, Hale Collins and Vic Delicious.
Yeah,
and
like Vic Delicious from
the Now.
like that used to be around up here
Yeah,
and stuff.
that's
But,
him.
what was his tag partner's name?
Hale Collins.
No. When he was up, he used to wrestle up here with a guy.
He teamed with Hale Collins up here. I believe they wrestled at Top Rope together as a tag team.
This is
Then I'm not sure.
yeah. This is old. This is like I'm talking like 2001.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure. But
I'm talking like Yankee and
that's
stuff.
Him. And then Dan Barry and Bill Carr were the other guys. I wrestled Joe Caldo. We had like a decent match. Tommy Dreamer liked my promo.
Yeah.
And like he thought it was like a solid match. At the end of the camp, he said like anyone that did this seminar that already wrestles, my school is now open to you. Like you don't have to pay. Just if you want to come down, they're open. Like it was like a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or something.
Yeah.
Feel free to come down. And me, Dijak, and Cam like took that offer right away. And like 3 weeks later, we were back up. We went up on a Monday.
Yeah.
And went to his school.
Out of New York or Philly?
New York.
Okay.
And Dreamer was just like really impressed with me, and he was. I kind of like just got in contact with him. Who's this Japanese guy?
That's Japanese Scooter.
Oh, okay.
He looks like Scotty Scotlight. Japanese version.
Santa Mac.
Yeah. Stop being distracted
I'm
by the
sorry.
hilarious things we put on the television.
It's crazy. Monster Moments now available. MonsterMac.net.com and the MonsterMacShow.com
And the Maccast.com.
and the MacCast.com.
When you say now available, you mean not available.
Yeah, it's not available anymore. That's just so old.
So I just like kept emailing him, and we
Yeah.
just kept talking back and forth. Matt Taven was a big advocate for me to help, and finally, I got Dreamer's number, and he said, "I have a spot for you at House of Hardcore on the 15th if you're available." And if I wasn't available, I was going to make myself available. And yeah, that day was also a trip from hell. I took my mom's car to Philly, and on the way there, I hit a huge pothole.
Yeah.
Axle screwed.
Now, the House of Hardcore show was in Philly.
Yes, and I'm like,
But he runs training out of
Poughkeepsie, New York.
Okay.
So we hit this pothole on the way to Philly.
Yep.
In Connecticut.
And who are you riding with?
Me, Dijak, and Cam Zagami.
Okay.
We hit this pothole. Right away, I know something's wrong. The car's making these weird noises, and I just look at Dijak and I go, "Are we gonna make it to Philly?" And he looks at me with the most serious face and goes, "I think we should pull over." So I'm like, "Oh shit, no.
Yeah,
it's making noises." There's like a light on it saying like I don't have traction anymore. So if there's sleet, we're dead.
Right. Yeah, you're dying.
So pull over. Everything looks fine. We start driving. As long as I don't go over 60 miles, the car's not making noise. But we're trying to get there.
Right.
We ended up getting there, no problem. I did the match. Everyone seemed like really happy with me.
Yeah.
So I hope I'm brought back.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, right? If you're listening, Thomas.
Please.
Tommy Dreamer stole my soda. He owes me a soda. If you're listening.
Did he smash over someone's head?
He did.
Sounds like him.
Yeah.
Oh, dreams.
that Tommy.
I'll text him later.
All right, you let him know that he owes me a soda.
Was that an ICP?
Huh?
Was that at the gathering?
No. It was in 1999.
ECW?
The Bank Street Armory.
Oh, him versus Raven?
Yeah, I took my soda. Hit Raven with it. It's not cool.
Did you tell Raven?
I didn't tell Raven.
Oh. By the way, you ever hear the funny story about...
Raven was sleeping a lot.
You ever hear the funny story about Raven and Scott Levesque?
Which funny story is that?
Raven asked Scott Levesque how he got his name. He was like, "Well, I used to dress up as you when I wrestled. So someone said I should use your real name and wrestle as it, Scott Levesque." And then Raven just goes, "Ha! My name's Levy."
Yeah.
I don't know. I found it a lot funnier.
Yeah, no, I've
when
just
I was
heard.
there.
I just know
That
story.
story.
Yeah. The fact that he told it to Raven is kind of humorous. The whole
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so that's how I got booked for House of Hardcore, and it was a really good experience.
Yeah, now you have to tell us about the crappy seminar that you went to. You
It
want to know all
wasn't-
about it.
The worst seminar in the world. At the time, I was extremely bitter about it.
Yeah, well, you told me it was crappy, so I'm just quoting you.
crappy, worst thing you ever spent your money on. You're going to demand your money back. You said that everybody that was there was a yard tard, I believe.
I never said that.
These are all things you
That's
said.
not something I said. I went to North Carolina. It was a carload of us New England guys.
Yeah.
Same guys that I mentioned before,
Plus more.
plus Sean Burke and Scotty Slade.
Yep.
We all went up. It was like a 14-hour drive or something. And like we were supposed to like work out.
Yeah.
Workout turned into just setting up the ring every day. So we got there at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
to set up the ring, which is like, I'm not trying to sound like I'm complaining, but you know, we're working out, guys. Part of working out is setting up the ring. Like, you could have just told us, like,
Yeah, you'll be
in
doing
the thing
ring
instead
crew.
of workout, you could have just said ring crew. Like, I would have
Yeah.
been fine. We did it anyway, not a big deal. There was also 40 of us, so
So-
it got done like nothing.
Yeah, how fast did that ring go up?
But also, there was only 24 spots available.
Okay.
But they were just, let's
take
make
them
money,
ducks.
so let's
Yeah.
take 40 people.
Now who's running the seminar? We kind of skipped right over that.
The guy running it, I'm not sure his name.
Well, who's
Hosting it?
Right.
Dr. Tom Pritchard, Gerald Briscoe, who was there only Saturday and part of Sunday. Storm, who's awesome. Nigel McGuinness, and Les Thatcher.
Okay, so you head on down there. They make you set up the ring.
Yeah.
Day one or whatever.
Yeah, and then now we're all put into groups.
Right.
Each trainer gets somebody.
Okay.
Only one trainer gets the ring. So now the rest of us are all outside the ring doing other drills.
Yeah.
Like non-bumping drills, obviously.
Right.
With my luck, I never ended up getting the in-ring drill.
Get out of here.
Every day a different trainer got in the ring. So if day one, Lance Storm was in the ring doing his heat drill,
Yeah.
and I was on the outside with Les Thatcher,
Yep.
the next day I'm with Lance Storm outside the ring and Les Thatcher's in the ring. Then Dr. Tom had an
So they switch
drill,
they switch your groups up every day?
Each day I was with a new trainer.
Yeah.
And each day a new trainer was in the ring. And
But they just didn't
happened-
overlap with each other. They should have timed that out better so everybody would have got in there.
So I never ended up in the ring.
Right.
Until like matches and stuff.
Right.
First day I wrestled some kid from like Kentucky who like just kicked the shit out of my leg.
Yeah.
Like for real. That wasn't
Yeah, just totally.
not for fake. Because wrestling's real.
No. Kick the crap out of your leg. Like,
Which is like really kicked
just
my
doing the side kicks and all
They
that jive?
he decided to work my leg in the match.
Yeah.
And just decided to like do everything but be nice to me.
Yeah.
Whatever. The next day, there was like two people left over.
Yep.
They were like, I guess, really green, and they didn't want them wrestling each other. So Slade ended up wrestling one of them, and I somehow ended up wrestling the other.
Yeah.
And like, oh, these are all matches on the fly.
Okay,
The first 2 days.
Yep.
So I wrestled this kid from Alabama. It was his first singles match ever.
Okay.
Even like in training, he's never had a singles match before. He's only done a tag match. We ended up not being awful.
Okay.
And, like I kind of like got a lot of praise that one day for
Yeah.
that. Because like I don't know. I guess they didn't think he was capable
Of doing anything.
of doing
And
anything.
you pulled it out of him.
I wouldn't even say I pulled it out of him. I could just tell him what to do. He still has to do it.
Right.
So he did it. And then the next day I ended up wrestling, you guys know Cedric Alexander? He's like a Ring of Honor guy.
Yeah.
Wrestled him, and we called it. It had a lot of fun. I did all my cool Hurricane Ranas, and
Yeah, all your flippy dudes.
I did all my flashy stuff,
Yeah.
and they hated it.
They're just pissed.
They were just like, why? Like, because Les Thatcher really likes wrestling.
Grappling,
Like,
yeah.
He likes grappling. Lance Storm really liked it.
Yeah.
He was all about it.
But everybody else, not so much.
Yeah, and then the last day we did like promos where I decided to go first, and I thought I did fairly well in it for going first. Like I hit a minute on the dot. And then we did like another heat drill. We got to do a heat drill. I finally got to do an in-ring drill.
Yeah.
And I went with Will Ferreira, who's also a Ring of Honor guy.
You mispronounced Farrell, the guy from, like, old school.
Yeah, Will Ferrell, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Elf.
He's doing research for a new movie, right?
Yeah, it's going to be called the Grappler.
Okay, continue.
It's going to kind of be like The Wrestler, but
comedic.
yeah.
We always see the sad side of pro wrestling.
We've
It's
already
always-
seen the drugs that are used.
Yeah, drugs
We've
and
seen
all
him
that
not
jive.
having money.
Right.
This guy is going to be rich.
Yeah,
he's going to do it
gonna-
for fun. He does private matches. Like this guy.
Yeah, it's
Will,
going to be a
Will
totally
Ferrell, the
different movie,
Grappler, coming out in 2016.
Yeah. It's summer, right? It's a summer release.
Yeah, me and Cam might be in it.
Like the background guys, right? I think did Ricard get you that gig?
Yes, Ricard's always got the hookup in movies. Ricard actually is going to play stingy promoter.
Oh, okay.
So, where do I go from there?
Yeah, I don't know.
So we did the drill, and then we were promised T-shirts. We never got the T-shirts.
Oh, yeah.
We never got our T-shirts.
And I remember you saying that over and
Listen,
over again.
if
that
they
day.
didn't promise us T-shirts, and then at the end of the seminar say
yeah.
they'll be in the mail, I wouldn't be mad.
Right?
But it's been 5 months.
Where's your goddamn
Where's
T-shirt?
my T-shirt? NWA Legends, Mid-Atlantic Fan Fest, Dr. Tom Camp 2014. I want it.
Did they not have them there when you guys showed up?
No, no one got a shirt.
So you're just telling me this was okay. So continue. How else did it go? What else? So you do some heat drills.
And then that was the end of the day. And then each day we also did like a Q&A session.
Yeah.
Friday night we had a dinner and not to sit with Robert Gibson of Raw Express.
Right.
He's a carny
Yeah.
man.
Was he trying to swindle some cheddar out of you? Or,
No, but he never remembered my name.
Right.
He'd always go to his fiance, like, "What's his name again?" So she like remembered my name.
That's nice of her.
Really nice. I was the only like wrestler at the table other than him. The rest are just fans paid to sit with him at this
Right.
dinner.
Well, you technically did too.
I didn't pay to specifically sit with him.
Not him specifically, but to sit with somebody at a dinner.
Well, it came with the package
Right.
of training.
But I'm sure that
I got a free dinner.
oh, in walks Mike Montero. What up, dude?
The ace.
What's going on, brother man?
Can I just say that he also lost in his first round match at TFT 316?
I did in like record fashion too.
Record fashion, he says.
Theirs might have been the quickest match in the tournament.
The whole tournament.
But I heard you guys killed it at FET.
Tore the motherfucking house down.
Listen, I
With
think
the
we're
hoods,
not going to
right?
swear on this.
Oh really? Well, in that case, fuck you, AG.
No, it's getting wild.
It's kid-friendly podcast.
Is that really? No, I don't think our podcast is ever kid-friendly.
It's also an open door, so in walks Mike Montero.
Yeah.
But
With a 40 ounce.
crap. So
What's that?
I wasn't on the mic, so we're good.
What's KFAB?
overall, you would
Overall.
say that it was a.
It was a
decent-
good learning experience.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you learned a
A
lot.
lot of the
but-
things we were promised just like didn't come to fruition.
So
that
it was
sucked.
it was a good seminar, but you just felt like you had got a bad rap, like just
You had a
You
bad
didn't-
taste in your mouth.
yeah, you didn't get the full experience that you
Yeah.
were hoping for.
Like
So, in your words, less Thatcher equals yard tart. That's what you said.
no, Les Thatcher's a great man.
That's gonna be on the description of the podcast, like quoted. Les Thatcher is a yard tart. AG.
But I've never said it, so it's okay.
What didn't you say?
I didn't say that. He's
Didn't say what?
exactly.
All we need is one soundbite. Just hook us up.
Les Thatcher, yard tart is the what?
Oh, that's so mine now. What are we? A minute 7 in? You're screwed, AG.
Minute 7 in.
Yeah, we're a minute 7 in.
Oh crap!
Does that mean too much? Is that too much AG for you?
Not enough.
No. I feel like we're hitting just any. You got any plugs?
Plugs.
Yeah, like don't stop trying to unplug the goddamn podcast equipment, AG.
You cut him off with the plugs. I thought you said no more plugs for this podcast.
Yeah, I feel bad though.
Oh, so you pretty much are into where we're up to right now. You're in the business.
We're up to now.
We just
well-
talked about last month.
Pretty much, what I want to know is, what does the future hold for Anthony Greene? Is it all good?
It's all right. Hopefully, a lot more Wrestle McAwesome Fest in my future.
Hopefully, right? Fingers crossed.
I got to do the Young Lions Cup for Wrestling is Fun /
Yep.
Chikara. So hopefully, maybe like I impress somebody enough. Let's see what's going on.
1
here.
second, folks, before he continues to.
Oh, he just blue blazered.
No, that wasn't. There's another one coming up. That's not the impressive one.
Oh,
It's the next. The
who's the referee?
referee is Dave Mosland.
His jean shorts are actually really impressive.
And that's Dave Oliveira on the outside of the ring. Now, this is what I was
What?
talking about here. The big swanton from the top rope to the floor.
Why'd you tell me? Oh, did he die?
He didn't die. He's fine.
I might do that tonight.
Do it tonight.
But yeah,
Yeah, what's the future hold for you, young Anthony Greene?
so maybe Chikara.
Yeah.
I know Beyond. I'm going to be a part of the Dojo Wars New England in December 28th. Does that
Yep.
sound right? It's on a
Bunch
Sunday.
of nods.
What about future goals?
Future goals. I would like to do anything with the WWE. Anything. I don't care what it is.
I can get you a seat filler job if you need, dude.
Can you?
Yeah.
Through Steve Ricard?
No, I got my own. I got another. Why does Ricard have the?
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Doesn't
probably
he do
right.
merch for them?
He's got all the hookups.
What has he not hooked us up with?
I don't know.
I plan on doing another Ring of Honor camp next year.
Yeah.
So maybe something can happen there. I just want to wrestle everywhere I can. If I could do like some bigger indie shows, like
Right.
name wise, I want to continue wrestling for Northeast Wrestling. That's like a pretty big thing. Maybe Chaotic. I'm training over at Fury School now.
Yep.
So maybe that could be a thing.
What are we looking at for Anthony Greene merchandise?
Oh,
Where is it?
Yeah, and is it gonna be the same shitty shirt you had last time?
want to see my shirt idea? I'll show you my shirt idea.
This is not good for a podcast.
It's okay.
People can't see the. They can't see the.
You know what this is? it's different.
Sure.
I didn't say different's better, but it's different. So I'm thinking about doing the Stone Cold Steve Austin idea.
Right. That's not different.
All good 24/7.
That's not different.
It's
Is that the
pretty funny.
different you were talking about?
Yeah. Or I think I'm gonna have it be all good, and then it's gonna say 21:over.
Doesn't matter, but what does the back have? Is it your face with smoke flame coming out of your eyes? Because that would be dope.
That's actually a really good
That's
idea.
the only way it would be acceptable. That long pause there, folks, that wasn't a mic's going out. I just had no idea what to say to Anthony Greene's quote unquote where everyone's gone before. Come on, man.
I'm all about stealing ideas.
From Francine?
Yeah. 469.
Yeah, that's the same goddamn T-shirt, dude. So that's it. You got the all good one with your arms out in the air, and the all good 24/7.
Correct.
Very disappointed. You're pulling out some LeMay merchandise here. What's next? All right.
You just compare me to
I did
franchise.
No. I did not
You
compare you.
compared me to the franchise.
I did not compare you to the franchise. I compared your merchandise to the franchise's merchandise. That's what I did. So you're gonna recover because we don't want to end on this note.
Listen, he
Have you
did
been-
beat Brandon Webb.
Yeah. Have you beat Brandon Webb?
I was there.
Did you beat Brandon Webb?
Have I beat Brandon Webb? Yes, I have beat Brandon Webb.
Well, you and LeMay are equals then.
Yeah. Did you have to take the trip to the hospital after the match?
I did
'Cause
not.
LeMay did.
I did not. Actually, I was in the ring one time when Brandon Webb gave someone a asthma attack with a chop.
Yes.
That
Or
happened.
no.
No, yes. It did
Yeah.
happen.
So AG, we got any final words for the Mack cast?
Do you watch the current wrestling product?
I watch it all.
All of it. So
All of it.
who's over to you? Who do you like?
In like WWE,
Yeah, in the dub.
John Cena's over
Yeah.
as fuck.
AG's one F-bomb.
I won.
His one.
That's all you get. Dolph Ziggler, they seem to be like really wanting.
Who are
to
you
do-
behind? What are you seeing in the future happening?
I hate to like just be like what everyone else is saying, but I really think Dean Ambrose is gonna
Right.
be the new Austin.
That's the guy who
kinda.
got his forehead cut up by the Sawzall, right?
You know that was fake, right?
Yeah.
He admitted it was fake. He did it in a shoot interview. He's like, if anyone,
You know, in the RF video shoot interview with Shawn Michaels, he also said that he had no idea about that Red Hot thing.
what?
Yeah, he said he had no idea.
No.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm just saying, dude. People say things. Shoot interviews. They can't be gospel. AG.
Dude, I seen his skin flap. How do you fake that?
It was just the blood.
I
movement.
seen the skin flap. It flapped up when he fell.
I
You
don't know.
can't fake a sawzall to the head.
I don't know.
It flapped in the in the wind. His forehead flapped.
I don't know what to tell you. He said it was fake.
Yeah, he's a liar. We don't know. He's crazy. What's his deal now? He's the unbalanced.
Yeah.
That's not him.
Somebody else.
It's somebody else.
So,
He's
um,
something.
I'm totally behind the New Day group. Kofi, Xavier Woods, and Biggie Langston.
What is that? What is?
They're the New Day. They're like a gospel group. It's
like,
incredible.
They sing on the way to the ring and stuff.
They clap
They
their
clap
hands.
baby.
Yeah, they're praising the Lord.
Is that real?
Yeah,
That's real.
that's a thing going on in
You
WWE.
missed Raw the last 3 weeks, so they've been playing these vignettes for the last few weeks of a bunch of people in a chorus clapping and
They're a
dancing,
choir,
having a
not
good time.
chorus.
I did not know that Kofi Kingston was in the group until last week where he showed up. He's like, I'm in the group too. So, yeah, that's been going pretty well. I didn't see him debut.
That's a
or
sweet
anything.
ramp.
Thanks, man.
The back of a U-Haul truck.
Is it?
Yeah,
Who's this guy?
that's Tough Daddy.
He's one of the
He's got new hair. He got long hair now.
This is old Tough Daddy, but previous to his haircut.
Why didn't you put him in order?
Because why
Is that
would we
Dave
do
Oliveira doing comment?
Ring announcing? Yes, it is.
And who's he wrestling? Is
He's
it
just in Diablo.
the
who-
Diablo?
No, just Diablo, and he's got a mask with a D with an A on it, which doesn't make any sense.
Because like it's kind of like an Undertaker.
Yeah,
He has the T for Undertaker.
right. Yeah, he's Diablo.
Diablo.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I like it.
I always thought it stood for asshole. That's what I used to tell him all the time.
Yeah, and then like in TNA, I think Bobby Roode's gonna like just keep being the man.
Yeah, just continue.
He's the man.
What about Total Divas? What do you see happening on Total Divas next season?
Hopefully, I'll be on it.
Right.
I'll be the first male cast member.
We talking about Vinny? Vinny's in there.
I'll be the first like official cast member.
That's crazy. I mean, cast member, you're gonna be doing like lines and stuff.
Like I'm gonna, I'm gonna have like in the entrance, it's like blah 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 Trinity, and it's gonna be Anthony. And I'm like, thumbs up, it's all good.
I hopefully, fingers crossed that I catch you out next season.
How about NXT? Kevin Owens making his debut.
Yep, that's
Kevin
that's
Steen,
Yeah.
Next week. And then my girl Sasha Banks.
Your girl, huh? Mike Montero making a grunt and shaking his head with the name of Sasha Banks.
You don't like Sasha Banks?
No, that's not that.
That's
man.
that's not
On
the.
the contrary, it's
Yeah,
like
it's the
quite
opposite, yeah.
She's got the spices, my friend.
She'll. I believe she's facing, Charlotte for the title.
For the title, yep.
So that should be cool. I will say, I don't want to be like the one guy that's burying it. I have not been impressed at all by Kenta.
I haven't seen much of NXT since he debuted.
I think he's a great wrestler.
Right.
I just don't think he mixes well
With the dub?
with the dub.
You think he's going to be released?
I don't think they'll release him right away, or even for a while. Maybe he'll have a run in WWE.
Maybe.
But they need to put him with guys more his style. Like, he needs to be wrestling like a Fergal Devitt or like an El Generico.
Yeah.
Kevin Steen, Cesaro.
Guys that actually can do stuff
not
with
like football players.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
AG. I want to ask you, what advice do you have for guys? Think of yourself when you were a 14-year-old. 14-year-old. When you were a 14-year-old.
It's that French
Think of
accent
yourself.
coming
If you're looking in a mirror, you could tell your 14-year-old chubby little body something. What would it be?
out. To someone that wants to get into wrestling.
Yeah, or someone like yourself. You're looking in a mirror and you see a 14-year-old chubby Anthony Greene. What do you tell him?
I wish you went to the gym earlier in your life.
Yeah.
Probably would have had way more luck with girls.
But you're happy. You're happy right now, right?
I'm
with your
very
You're
happy.
very happy. Let's
My beautiful girlfriend
let's go
Natalia.
ahead and get that real clear. Natalia, is that the girl you were dating whose dad was a promoter?
No.
Oh, all right.
Awkward. Totally different.
That's how you got your real start in the biz?
Yeah.
That's how I won my first belt, bro.
Ah, there you go.
PLW tag team titles. But no. I wish I went to the gym earlier. I wish I was like less of a mark.
I
Like-
see.
Like not
You didn't understand the business as much.
as much as I thought I did.
Yeah.
I
You
thought I
you
knew
the smartest guy,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I talked back to like Ryan Waters when I was like 14.
Yeah, and you regret that since this day.
Not really.
No.
I don't really regret it because like he never. I don't even think he knows. I'll remember.
He does now.
Oh no. I'm sure he'll listen to it. Hey, what's going on, Drew? Hope all's well.
So,
Again, something also said with such disdain in
I
your
didn't think
voice.
so.
You were like angry, squinting when you
I was
said
not.
it. You would get throwing the middle finger in the air and shaking it. I think I broke him.
You also forgot to ask me who my favorite wrestler was.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
Maven.
I'll show you a picture of me with him later.
You met Maven?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was awesome.
it's unfair.
Sat down, had some dinner with me.
Was it at Kowloon?
No, it was at the WWF New York
Oh, that's even cooler.
when I was like wicked young.
Damn. Like he's really my favorite of all time.
they had all the jabrones down there in the day. It was Maven and Chris Masters, Nowinski.
Chris New.
Nowinski. We asked Maven if he ever got his title shot after forcefully getting eliminated from the Royal Rumble by The Undertaker. And he said, yeah, we had the match then a few days later or whatever. That was my one memory of Maven, me asking him that. So, you told your 14-year-old self to get in shape. What do you have to wrap it all up? Advice for the new kids trying to get in the biz? Training schools that you suggest?
I would suggest Antonio Thomas's school, Ring Sport. I believe it's like in the Agawam, Mass area, like in Springfield. Definitely Top Rope in Fall River. They run Tuesdays, Thursdays.
Why is your middle finger in the air again?
It's not. You son of a gun. And the New England Pro Wrestling Academy in beautiful North Andover, Massachusetts, run by Brian Fury. which is also... Is that Peter Crave?
It is Peter Crave. That's Casey Shooter.
He lives downstairs.
He does live down in the basement of the Mack Mansion. Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so continue.
And
Any other schools?
those are the three I would suggest.
Yeah. And you got any plugs, AG?
Plugs.
Plugs? A show tonight, tomorrow, the next weekend, anything?
I feel like this interview is so time sensitive. I'm not sure.
It's not that time sensitive.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
I could probably put this up like in an hour or so.
Whoa. Well, tonight I'm wrestling in Clinton, Mass. Against Todd Sopel in a False Count Anywhere match.
Yep.
Tomorrow I'm so excited. I'm wrestling at New Age Old Time against Frankie Arion.
First time ever.
Yeah. Singles.
Competition.
So singles competition. We did a 4-way once.
Yeah, and then you guys also wrestled before, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That was a joke, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm in the Spindle City Rumble this year
Yeah.
in Fall River.
I'm proud of you.
That's on the 26th. Liberty States Wrestling. I'm wrestling Mike Pava, the Pimp Daddy Mike Pava.
Okay.
On the 13th. Yeah. One day I'm gonna wrestle the guy sitting next to me, the Ace, Mike Montero, Mikey Helix.
We'll tear the house down, brother. You know it.
Maybe we could do it at the Dojo Wars, New England, which is on the 28th of this month. I'm not sure how much tickets are, but I'm sure.
But
it's
there's
gonna
something.
It's
They're
gonna
not
be-
free.
It's gonna be interesting.
Right.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah, certainly.
So.
And is that all of them?
For the rest of the month, yeah, I'll be at Chaotic Wrestling on the 12th in Lowell.
So, and I guess so. If you want to know any other ones for the future, just like the All Good Anthony Greene page on
You could do
Facebook
that.
and-
You could just add Anthony Greene on Facebook,
which
and
is
if you don't
just
look
you.
too creepy, I will accept your friend request. I probably have like
Listen up, creepers.
I have 50 friend requests I have not responded to.
I as Monster Mac and Training Mode, we accept everybody: creepers, non-creepers, weirdos.
Have you guys ever been asked to do like a match in a hotel?
Privately, like by a lady.
Oh, ugh. Lucky you guys.
When you asked what, so what happened? What'd you do?
I didn't do it.
You're so full of shit.
I didn't do it.
You guys laid the mattresses down right on the floor. You guys, I seen it.
What was the payday like?
I didn't take it. but
Wow.
I was offered.
What was the offer
I was offered like $350
for a private grappling session
a private grappling session
with somebody that you know or with this person?
Some random guy.
He just come here and wrestle me in my hotel room.
I'll get a hotel room and I will wrestle you and I will give you this much money. And I was like, sorry, not today.
Now, did you find out where he was trained?
He was trained by YouTube.
What about
BG East trained
Would
him.
would you have done it for a flat $500? Because you're a maniac if you say no.
What?
The shit out of that guy for $500.
Mike,
I'll
would you
sit-
do,
I'll
would
sit
you
in
do
the corner.
$500?
$500. I think I could squeeze some more ducats out of him first.
$650.
So 500, but I have to sit in the corner of the room to make sure nothing crazy goes down. You know what I mean?
Obviously, I'll bring my number one bodyguard.
like a diesel or a psycho.
Like,
Yeah,
if I were to do it, which I wouldn't, I would need an extra amount of money for a referee.
Right, yeah.
Would you-
Which would be one of your friends to make sure.
Make sure nothing goes down.
Right, yeah. A
But
referee with a
probably
knife
would
in his
never-
pocket.
I'd probably never do it.
Right.
It's
So what
too
are we talking
scary.
about? Listen, creepy guy, if you're listening right now,
I'm not interested.
AG, what's your... Come on. There's a number. Let's hear it. What's the number for...
The number is $5 plus shipping and handling, and I will have no problem sending you an 8x10 photo.
No. What's the bottom line number of for weird one-on-one grappling with a stranger in a hotel room? What's the bottom line price?
Let's. I would.
Let's hear it. I don't want to hear none of this like $100,000 bullshit, because we all know that's a lie, and you've wrestled for a lot less in some strange places, I'm sure. So let's hear it. What are we talking about?
I can't
a grand, cool grand,
I wouldn't do it.
cool grand. $100,
wouldn't
$1,000 cash in your face
I
in
wouldn't do
20s.
it. I
AG,
wouldn't
your
do it.
pants would be off. You'd be in trunks, oiled up, ready to grapple on the
I
floor.
can't do it. I wouldn't.
What about sexy pictures here? You ever get in a mask and oil some other dude up and take some sexual pictures for the internet?
What are you talking about?
There's that website where they have the guys wrestle each other.
BG East.
They don't. That's not pictures. They wrestle and they take like screenshots from the matches. They're not like posing awkwardly for.
Yes, they are.
They do that too.
Yeah, they like the way they do that. They'll film. then
Use,
they'll
use your microphone voice.
Okay.
There it is.
Sorry.
So how much did you get paid for that?
I've never done that.
No?
No.
I thought I seen you in there.
No, I'm sorry. I've never
You
done
want one of them oiled up young boys in a mask?
How much BG East are you looking at?
Just the pictures.
Creepy. A little creepy.
To be fair, BG East matches are expensive.
Yeah.
I'm totally going to regret saying all this.
Why? Because you... I want to get back down to that bottom line number.
I'm
AG.
not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
We'll set up all creepy guys that want to wrestle AG in a oiled up bathrobe in a hotel room randomly. His bottom line number, 1,500. He's flashing it to you. He wrote it down on a piece of paper. He pointed it up to me. 1,500. He'll go to your hotel room and he'll grapple you. So hit him up. Anthony Greene on Facebook. And that's all I got, man. I don't know what to say after that.
All right, if you're a local business and you're looking for T-shirts, hoodies, pins, anything like that, you can go to our sponsors officially, the MackCast sponsors, NewRepublicPrinting.com. You looking for some sweet merchandise, AG? You want to make that Stone Cold shirt? NewRepublicPrinting.com. They might hook you up. Probably not. Any final words before we wrap up this excellent MackCast?
I would actually. To everyone listening, friends, family alike. Fans.
Family. You said that already.
Yeah. All the F's. Friends, family.
Freaks.
Fans. Freaks. Facebook.
Yeah.
When you're having a bad day, just go on my Facebook and say, it's all good.
Well, what an awful way to end the podcast. Everybody, have a good night.
I could tell you a joke if you really want.
Tell the joke. We're going to go out on... It's going to be even worse. No.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles.
Tentacles.
All right, somebody hit that music. Goodbye. You're terrible at jokes. Mike can't do it for you.